And welcome to the Mansfield ISD Coaches Corner Show, live at Primo's Mexican Grill and Cantina, located at 2300 Matlock Road, here in Mansfield, Suite 21. I'm your host, Coach Richard Bacon. I'd like to introduce my guests, starting with, we'll go in like way it's written. So I'll start with Coach Greg, Coach George from Mansfield High School, Coach Kurt Thor from Lake Ridge High School, Coach Jeff Holmes from Mansfield Lake.
There you go.
Welcome, guys. It's been a while, right? It's been about a year.
Yes, sir. Good to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you back, guys. Football season. You know what? I didn't know how to fit in like guys and stuff, so I just brought a clipboard, make it look old school. Is that okay?
You bet. You bet.
Old school is good. Okay. All right. Every Monday night here at El Primo, during the duration of high school football season, we will be hosting Mansfield High School head football coaches. So if you want to be a part of this, come and watch live here at El Primo, 2300 Matlock Road. Feel free to do so. Support your coaches, support your team, support your students, support your teammates. Also, we will do this until football is not being played in Mansfield anymore. So, Coach, am I talking about playoffs? Yeah, we're talking playoffs, Coach. So, as long as one of you guys, or all of you guys are playing in the playoffs, we're going to host this show at Monday night from 6:30 to 7:30. Good? Is it good with you?
Sounds good.
So, the longer you guys are playing, the longer I get the chance to come up here and hang out with you.
Good deal.
You do that?
We'll do it.
Okay, let's do it. All right. We'll go to the commercial break. All right, so at this point, we're going to go to the commercial break and come back with segment one, where I get a chance to have the high school coaches talk a little bit about themselves, how long they've been at their schools and things of that nature, and a little bit about the previous game. Because we are now 5 weeks in the football season. Week 5, even though some teams have only played 3 or 4 games. Hey, welcome back to El Primo's Live with the Mansfield ISD head football coaches from Lake Ridge High School, Mansfield High School, and Mansfield Legacy. We're going to start with Coach George. Coach, tell me a little bit about how long you've been at Mansfield High School, what your current record is at this point, and please include who you beat, or who you lost to, whatever the case may be. Unfortunately, you have lost the game. I think I checked that right. It's 4-0.
3-0. We're 3-0.
3-0. Okay. Go ahead, Coach.
So I've been head coach for 5 years. This is my 5th year. I've been in Mansfield High for 22 years. This is entering my 22nd year. We're currently 3-0.
3-0.
We beat Mesquite Horn in week 1. We beat Summit in week 2, and we just beat Arlington Martin last Friday.
Yeah, Coach, you lit up the scoreboard. I saw that score.
We both did, yeah.
Yeah. It's probably very entertaining. I didn't get a chance to see nothing but the clips. I watched high school football, inside high school football, and I saw all the points.
Yeah, there was 63 to 53, so.
Okay. Coach Hall,
Yes, sir.
talk to me.
Yes, sir. Starting my 4th year at Legacy, 32nd year overall as a coach here in Texas. Right now we're 0-3. Every game's been close. I mean, the kids are just, it's really a lot of fun this year, even though our record doesn't look it. But the kids are getting after it. We're getting after it as a team. We lost just last week to South Grand Prairie. Coach Laban does a good job with his bunch, and it was a close game, 35-29. And we had some chances there at the end to pull it out. and that's what we got to figure out how to do. But kids are getting after it.
That's why we have practice.
That's right. That's why we have practice.
All right, last but not least, so Storm, tell me about the start of the season.
Yeah, I've been here 13 years at Lake Ridge, been 21 in the district. I guess 30 years, 31, we're kind of same years of tenure. But yeah, we start off 1-2. You know, we beat Halton in week 2 and lost Richardson last week. But I really like Jeff. I really like our culture. I love our kids. You know, I love the way they come to work. And you know, good things are going to happen. Because I really like the kids we have, our senior leadership, and what they've done. So we're excited about the season.
Before we go to the commercial break, I'm gonna get this in real quick. Who you got this week, Coach? George?
We're playing Waco Midway.
Give me all the details. When, where, and all that good
So
stuff.
it's going to be. It's actually our senior night. It's Thursday night at Newsom. This Thursday at 7.
It's Thursday at 7. Go.
We're at Rockwall Heath High School Friday night, 7:30.
We're playing North Forney at R.L. Anderson Stadium, 7 o'clock Friday.
So if you want to get out and watch these guys put on their shows, feel free to do so. All right.
Yeah.
All right. At this time, we have some athletes that joined us up here, right? So, coaches, I'm gonna have you introduce your player, please. Name, classification, position, and all that good stuff.
Right here.
Yes, sir.
Owen Tippings is senior inside linebacker for us. He's also on our leadership council. Done a really, really good job for us. And had 9 tackles last week for us. He's come down in the season, played well.
How many times,
Had
Coach?
9 last week and 29 for the season. So, yeah, it's done well.
A lot of hitting, man. You okay?
I'm good.
Okay. Coach George.
I got Jacoby Hayes. He's a senior wide receiver for us. Can play some defense as well. He's a captain. And this last week he was 5 catches for 175 yards and 3 touchdowns. Average 35 yards a catch.
See, I'm looking at you down. I'm like, that CD Lamb over there?
Yeah.
Coach,
All right, this is Lewis Wilkerson, senior, does everything for us. He's our leading receiver, punt returner, kickoff returner, plays corner. He's our leadership council guy, plays baseball. I mean, he's an athlete at Legacy, and we love having him on our team.
well, I'm hearing all these extra things that these guys do. They're not just football players. Huh?
Good man.
Do a lot of good stuff. All right. So, Coach, give me some of the takeaways from your first 3 weeks. Some of the positive things that have happened for you first 3 weeks.
Well, as far as
Overall.
I think our team culture is really, really good.
Okay.
I really like the fact that our kids get along really well. You can tell that they're for each other. I just like the resilience of our football team. You know, they're just going to the next play and they forget about what happened before, and Owen kind of leads the bunch. And even today at practice, you know, it got competitive, and Owen's over there cheering for the defense and then cheering for the offense, and that's the kind of team we have. They just made each other better. I really like that about our football team. Sometimes you just know when they have it. And I just feel like they have it. The culture's there. So it's really good.
Coach George. How
So,
about the first 3 weeks? 3-0.
Obviously, we're excited about being 3-0. We know it's a long season, and you know we got a lot of tough teams along the way. I think overall, you know, we had some really tough games, tough situations. First couple of weeks when we were down at half, came back to win both those games. This last one, we were up big at half, and found ourselves in a dogfight to the end. So I feel like the type of games that we've been in those have been really good to get us going as far as knowing how to handle certain things and certain situations. I love the character of our team. Jacoby is a main reason for that. They're team first guys. They play for one another really well. It's very exciting to be on the field with them.
and it makes for an extended season, right? They know how to win those games early on, late playoffs, and faced with the same situation. Guys be able to respond. Coach?
Well, the thing that stands out to me, the word that first comes to me is energy. The energy with these guys, they bring it every day. They bring it every day to practice. They bring it every game. Our energy level is never in question. The effort there is fantastic. And just, whether it's the weight room, whether it's, practice, these guys bring it. And then Lewis is a big part of that. I mean, every time he touches the ball, something big is going to happen, whether it's a punt return, kickoff return, whether he's catching the ball or running a reverse or whatever it is. It's exciting, and he's exciting. But he's part of that senior class, and this class was like, you know what? Hey, we're going to get it turned around with this bunch right here, and I really feel like they're going to, and that's what's exciting about it.
All right, guys. Let me jump around a little bit and ask a question. So last week we played who coach? Richardson. And what was something that you wish your team had done just a little bit better?
Well, I think we should have started off better. I think we started a little bit slow, and we just needed to get rolling up front as far as the offensive line, defensive line, play a little bit better on the front. That's what I wish we'd done better. Looking back at it.
Coach George, you said earlier that you guys were ahead at that time, which was something new after the third week. You're behind. Tell me what you wish you had done better to not let the gap get closed a little bit.
Well, so we go in at halftime. It's 42-23. I had the feeling that we were going to be in a dogfight as we were going in. We had a hard time stopping them in the second quarter. And I knew that all it took was just one turnover, maybe them getting a turnover on an onside kick, which they did a lot of throughout the first two games. So, I knew, I had a feeling that if anything flipped for them at all, just a little bit, that we were going to find ourselves in a much tighter game. So, overall, though, we had a really tough time stopping their offense. They had a tough time stopping our offense as well. So, it was definitely a struggle on defense for both teams. But overall, I wish we'd have done a better job of tackling and taking care of the mental miscues of that drew penalties that hurt us.
I know as a coach, sometimes it's kind of hard to be on the same page with your team when it comes to we got a big lead. They don't necessarily relax. However, you're still on edge as you was when the game was 0-0, and
Right.
they're wondering about you. Tell me this: does your team sometimes give you the vibes? You don't have to worry about Coach. We got this.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Actually, we talked about it at halftime, and we talked about starting the next half. It's 0-0. The first half was the first half. Whatever happened. But we got a whole nother half to go, and we got to make it happen just like we did in the first half. And that's the big thing about momentum. When it shifts one way, you got to fight to grab it back.
It's funny. I'm getting chilled over talking to you about it because it's bringing back memories to me. I remember preparing for a big game. We were up by a lot at halftime, and we had beat them by 1 point the first time we played them without all of my guys being there. This time we're up by like 20 with my best player not playing. And so I'm nervous about the second half. And they told me something, Coach, I'll never forget. They said, Coach, the only reason we came to the game was to find out what the score was going to be. We're going to win. And I just relaxed. And they took over, and everything just worked perfectly. Coach, what about you?
Well, I mean, with our game, it was back and forth. We had a nice hold right before half. We get the ball started second half, we go down and score. It was back and forth. We took the lead. They took the lead. We took the lead again. They came back and took the lead, and then we had a chance to really put a stamp on it. We got inside the 10. They held us, and then we held them, and then we got inside the 30. And so I think the word for me with this, right now, I wish we'd have done is just finish. Finish a couple of drives or finish, putting them away, and because that's, we had chances to do that, and And that would be the thing that I would say that I wish we'd have done a little bit better job at. And that's where we as coaches got to do a better job of preparing these guys to do that. Yeah, hey, we got to finish. We got to, whether it's offense or defense or whatever it is, we just got to finish things, finish the drive, finish the first down, get in the end zone, whatever it may be. And so the word finish for us is big.
That's why we have preseason.
That's exactly right.
That's
That's right.
Maybe I should say non. High school.
That's right.
Yeah, give me that. I'm sure you will. All right. I'm ready to go to another commercial break, and we'll be right back in about 1 minute.
El Primo started 10 years ago, and it started with a concept of a small knit community, and we wanted to be able to provide a spot where our friends and our family could come and socialize, commemorate, celebrate.
Community at El Primo's means absolutely everything. If we look back on 2020 during the COVID year, El Primo's was here to feed the local community. We were able to give back to our community a little bit. So they're the reason that we're here, and so that's really, kind of the base of it. You can find El Primo's online at elprimos.net. You can also find us on social media, on Facebook at El Primo's Mansfield, and then on Instagram at El Primo's Mansfield.
Why the name El Primos? Well, Primo played on two words as being best, being first, being number one, and then also being cousins or being family. When people ask, where do the locals go? It's El Primo. El Primo started.
ISD Coaches Corner Show live here at El Primo's. I got my coaches from Mansfield High, Legacy, Coach Holmes, and from Lake Ridge, Coach Thor. Coach, I want you to start with Coach Thor. Tell us a little bit about his performance on Friday.
Yeah, Owen led our defense. I thought we stopped the run really well. He had 9 tackles. He was the leader of our defense. And he makes a lot of checks for us and keeps everybody going. I'm really proud of his kid, his leadership, how he stepped up. He's a leader on the field and off the field for us, but he's really kind of the leader of our defense. Gets everybody lined up, gets them in the right place. Thought we made some really good run stops when we had to. As far as the run defense, the pitch was really, really good. It's a big part of it, and getting guys in the right spot. So, proud of not only his effort and what he did on the field with 9 tackles, but his leadership for the whole defense. He's really
9 tackles. Still trying to keep it around here.
It's not the best.
Okay. You do better than it?
For sure.
Okay. Say, Coach George.
Sure.
We talked prior to the show a little about this young man right here, and I called him Travis based on all the information I was getting. Tell me, if we have time, tell us about this young man.
Well, on Friday night against Orange Martin, he had 5 catches for 175 yards, 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had his first touchdown was 75 yards. It was a screen pass. He took it 75 yards to the house. Then he had 2 more touchdowns for 35 yards each. On offense, yes, sir. So, those are great stats and all, but it doesn't really tell the story of who Jacoby is. I'm absolutely proud of who Jacoby is as a person. He's the heartbeat of our team. He's a team captain, and I can't say enough about his attitude on a daily basis. It's outstanding, and he leads our team. If we had like 11 guys like him, we would be hard to beat. But no, Jacoby leads our team in all kinds of ways. He can play on defense, plays corner. He's our return guy on kick return. He's also our punt return. He does everything. He can play quarterback as well.
You get a chance to bring
A lot. Not really.
All right, Lewis here, like we said earlier, main position is receiver. We play slot receiver for us, so we put him in motion a lot, do a lot of things with him. He had 5 receptions the other night. He also had 5 punt returns. And set us up on the plus side of the field every time he returned it. And that's what I'm talking about. Every time he touches the ball, something exciting is going to happen. He's also the holder for us on field goal to extra point. If we need him on defense, he can play corner. But I also mentioned earlier he's a multi-athlete young man, starter on the baseball team, big time player in the playoffs, stole home. Well, in fact, I think when you got on first, I made a comment to one of our coaches. I said, "Hey, 5 plays, he's going to be on third, 5 pitches," and sure enough, well, in 6 pitches, he was at home. And so he stole 3 bases on about 6 pitches. So he's a tremendous athlete. Does a great job for us.
So let's look for these guys. So all this greatness tackling, knocking people down. You're not gonna hit me before I leave. Right?
No, sir.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about, because we want to hear from you guys. Tell me a little bit about what preparation you did between the end of last football season to be this guy you are today.
Yeah, so we do a thing in Lakers called Green Dawn. And,
And like,
okay, yes, sir.
I mean,
So Green Dawn is something that we go through every off season, and it's mainly for our mental toughness. You know, some guys on your team could be slacking, but you can't yell at them and get mad at them. You got to lift them up and help them out.
Okay.
And so it really brought us together as a team. And then during the summer, we really put an emphasis on strength and conditioning. So making sure everybody is there every day during the summer. We had a record attendance, so the whole team was there almost every day. And I think the biggest thing for me was lifting weights, putting weight on the bar. You know, as a linebacker, you're not really going to get anywhere if you don't lift weights. You know, if you're in the corner of the weight room with a file on each side, you know, it's not going to get anywhere. So it's really lifting weights for me.
so some of you did all that. Did
yeah.
you have a goal in mind in terms of where you want to be weight-wise, especially in the linebacker?
Yeah. So when the season ended, I was 185, and my goal was to be 210 by the season started, and I made that goal.
Achieve that
It
goal
started.
through all the hard work on the plane and something.
Yep. That was my main goal. Just get my weight up. I'm still a little bit undersized, but I'll make do with it.
Good. That's why you got to 29 times.
Yes, sir.
All right. Tell me about your football between last football season to now.
So when we have at Mansfield, we have a couple of different things that we do, but one of the main ones in the off season is called Last Year.
Last year.
Yes, sir. So basically we have a line, we have 8 lines all across the field. We go out there, we do a lot of conditioning, we do a lot of hard work. I mean, that really pushed us to, that was like one of our main focuses in the off season. And then we transferred to summer workouts. We made a big difference in last year. We had a lot of attendance, a lot of guys showing up. We put weight on the bar, the whole team. We had everybody lifting weights. Everybody had a lot of weight. Everybody was putting in work. And that's really, we just planned for the whole season to be just like that. We're getting stronger throughout this season. We're getting stronger now. That was the main thing. That's what we did to get ready for the season, getting stronger.
Amazing when you see the dividends that the hard work put in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What you do?
So right before I left for baseball,
Okay.
it was 21 days. 21 days straight waiting for everything. Feeling straight, feeling encouraged, passion, everything to execute and every day you do the same thing, doing stuff right. From the weight room to the field, just do that every day. And like little things with the quarterback, building a relationship habits. Unfortunately, our quarterback went back to the league, but it's still gone. It's going to happen. So we have a new guy in there, Nate. He's going to do his thing, building relationships, and actually get it.
One thing I'm feeling from all you guys is team chemistry is huge with everybody. And you guys all have it because you've done things in the off season to help build. You don't get to the top of the ladder without taking a step, right? So you guys are building all of this stuff, and that's going to lead to a lot more success. Now let's have a fun question. Who's your favorite football player and why?
My favorite football player, probably whenever he played, it was Luke Kuechly. So I played linebacker for a while now, and so it always amazed me how he knew the play before. Every single play he knew was going to happen, and he was just all over the field. He was getting active every single play. if there was a pile on the other side of the field, he was in there. He was all over the field, and so I really try to model my game after that. Give 100% effort.
For those of us who don't know him, tell us a little bit about who he is, like where he played.
Oh, Luke Kuechly. He played at Carolina. And he retired. When he retired, 2019.
Where did he go to college? Boston College?
Boston College.
Yeah.
He retired because I think he was afraid of getting CTE or something like that back in his grade.
Gotcha.
But we really lost him too early. He was in his prime when he retired, so it kind of sucked. Yeah.
I like to say my personal favorite NFL player right now is Primo. Yes, sir. I feel like my game is pretty much based just like him. Like you can move him around, put him in the slot, outside, in the backfield. He's going to make a difference in the game. I feel like that's what I bring to the table anytime. Put me anywhere in the field. I feel like I can make a difference in the game.
Awesome.
For me, probably it's Austin. His physique matches me everything all around. The backfield.
And where does he play?
He played running back. It's more like a slot.
It's about where?
Where does he play? Oh, he's retired. He just retired.
Oh,
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago. He played at West Virginia.
okay.
His NFL career wasn't like his college.
There are a lot of guys who had great college careers in that space, transferring to the NFL. Pros, depending on what you need and how you utilize it. All right, about to take another commercial break, and we'll be back.
Passion is a powerful feeling of enthusiasm. The different things going on in sports. Anything popping in the DFW. Comes on every Monday night, 7 p.m.
Let me hear you say 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, I'm Mike,
Hello, I'm Lynn.
and this is Hello Mansfield.
Welcome back to the Mansfield ISD Coaches Corner Show. And this time, coaches, we got a game this week, right?
Yep.
You play what day?
We do it Friday.
Friday,
Thursday.
short week,
Friday.
Friday. Tell us a little bit about this opponent we're getting ready to play.
Yeah, we'll play North 40 on Friday at R.L. Anderson, 7. Good team, good football team. They play hard. I think it's our theme this week is a 50-50 matchup. The team that plays the best and is the toughest at the end against the win. And so we talk about moving our quick line a lot, just going past that line. I think we want to quick take one more step. I think it's going to be a really physical game. They do a really good job offensively. They mix things up. They got to keep quarterbacks. Defensively, they stop the run very well and done some really good things. And they play aggressive football. So we're excited about the challenge. Our kids are excited about it. Our coaches are. I think it's going to be a really good football.
Based on all the stuff I've heard, Coach, they'll meet that challenge. Coach George, tell me a little bit. Who we playing, where?
So we're playing Waco Midway at Newsom Stadium on Thursday night at 7.
Okay.
They're very disciplined on defense. They swarm to the ball, and they're very balanced on offense. I feel like they're 3-0 as well. They're scoring 35 points a game, not giving up very many points at all per game. It's going to be a tough challenge for us. I really like the attitude and the characteristics of our team and where we're at right now. And I'm looking forward to the challenge. It's going to be a big one.
So when you say discipline on defense, Coach, just a novice person, what does that mean? They stay at home.
They're in the right place at the right time, all the time.
Right place, right. So you got to come up with schemes to combat that.
It's going to be a challenge. It'll be a challenge for our offense this week. That's right.
We get to travel to Rockwall and play Rockwall Heath. and they're a good team. They've had some good non-district matchups as well. They beat a team last week from Georgia for their first win. And what they want to do is they want to run the ball. They got a big offensive line. They play 2 quarterbacks, and one of the quarterbacks is a really good runner. The running back's a good hard runner, and defensively they're a 3-man front, and their linebackers are very, very active. Probably the best players on their defense are their linebackers. So our offensive linemen got to do a good job of getting after the line of scrimmage, but they also got to have their head and their eyes up, seeing where those linebackers are going to be, and got to get on them.
You said it beat the team from Georgia last week?
Yes.
What team won from Mansfield?
No, the team won from Mansfield.
All right, Coach. Any surprises this year so far?
I just think our chemistry is really good. I really like our culture as far as surprise of our football team. I don't think it's a surprise, but I think we're excited about what we thought was going to happen.
I guess more so, has there been a kid that is doing really exceptionally well for you that y'all didn't know that was coming?
I'm going to say yes for a bunch of them. I'll tell you what. We had 64 kids on our varsity. 51 had never played a varsity football game until this year. Okay. So 51 of those kids are brand new to Friday night. It's amazing how many kids have stepped up to one team. One guy makes a play here, the other guy makes a play here, and I can tell you, it's just kind of who's trying to make the play. So I'm really proud of our kids who just stepped up and doing a good job in a brand new situation.
Coach George, you got any surprises this year?
Honestly,
You guys mentioned it.
very similar to what Kurt just said. We have 51 seniors.
Yeah,
51 seniors. Yes, sir. We have 66 on our team, and we had 17 back from last year. So we have a lot of kids that haven't experienced Friday night until 3 weeks ago, and so we really like the team that we got. I feel like the chemistry is fantastic. We have absolutely outstanding leadership. Jacoby being one of those, very proud of him. I just like where we're headed. The surprise is that we do have some young kids they're stepping up and contributing big time to our program. So I'm excited about that as well. We got great senior leadership.
I think for me, I'd have to go with our sophomore running back. He was a bubble player at the end of the spring. We didn't know if he was going to be a JV player or varsity player, and he had a really good summer. And then when we started football in August, he just sort of kept getting better and better. And we were like, man, we got to get him on the field. And next thing I know, he's our starting running back, and he's got 7 touchdowns in 3 games.
Based on what I've been hearing all night, he's a bubble player. He showed up like he did all summer, like the rest of them. Coach, he's going to football on the right side of the
Absolutely.
Coaches, man, I don't know. I'm trying to stay retired. I'm trying to talk me into coming back to all this enthusiasm and life to coaching and changing young men's lives. And I appreciate what you do. This time we'll take another commercial break, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
BCB is located in Mansfield, Texas. Started with a vision back about 11 years ago. Came to the conclusion one day that it was time to start a trucking company. Everybody in this company really does care about one another. Trucking is the backbone of this country. But what we do is absolutely paramount to the success of this country's survival.
My name is Troy Dorsey. We offer martial arts and karate training and fitness kickboxing training. Our karate program is for men, women, and children of all ages. From 4 and a half, we even have a student that's 91 years old. Also, we teach fitness kickboxing. It's a 1-hour non-contact class of punching and kicking a bag, because hitting a bag is like weightlifting to help strengthen and tone your muscles. Give us a call at 817-477-5523. Come in and see us today and start your martial arts experience with us now. Oh, wow. Wow. So many memories here. I'm on to a new place now. This is really unbelievable. So when we opened up, we had our martial arts classes over here. And we had our kickboxing class over here. But this is a great memory. So many memories, man. Here, so many black belts, about 400 black belts. during 1999 to 2022. I'm just now getting it, believe it or not. I've been in business for 41 years and with 2 karate schools, and I'm just now getting where I'm being able to get home a little earlier.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the Mansfield ISD Coach's Corner Show. I'm your host, Coach Richard Bacon, and I got 3 of Mansfield's high schools being represented tonight. As you can see, the beautiful helmets. I almost put one on, Coach. I really like them all, but I don't know what I could do if, I don't know. I used to complain, but I don't know about this. Pretty good looking stuff, good equipment. So speaking on that, Coach, how do you guys go about choosing the equipment for your team?
Yeah, for the helmets, we let our players' council decide on what they want for the helmets. They want to do the Ohio State look this year, so we get one side, we've got our decal, the other side, we give stickers every Saturday morning. So they get stickers for sportsmanship, they get stickers for team goals, not individual, but team goals. So we hand those out, special team gets double of everything else. So Saturday morning, we've got our goal chunk. The kids, they start to put stickers on that side. They want the Ohio State. Last year we had something different, but we let our players council decide how to design the
George, come over that goal and then first time.
It kind of is. So it's slightly different than Michigan, but yeah, it's very similar. Actually, for that particular helmet, so this goes back before me. Coach Mayberry always wanted to do gold helmets. We never had the technology available to us that was economical and something that we could afford that lasted until recently. So we actually did that 2 years ago, and we introduced it to the kids on the game day of our green out, which is it's green out for Coach Mayberry because he had lymphoma, and so that was the color for that. So we made that a special thing. It's something that we can change, and we do. We have 3 different helmet styles. We let our captains decide what they do as far as helmets and uniforms each week, and so they get to.
How do you guys feel about being part of the equation when it comes to deciding and stuff like that? You guys feel good about that?
Yeah, I love it. Yes, sir. Well, we do a combination of players and coaches. I've got we've got some creative minds, and when I first got to Legacy, we did the LB, and then I think last year one of the coaches came up with this just a horse's head because we're the Broncos. The players thought that looked pretty sharp, so we went with that. And then on Fridays, what we do is we let players pick the jersey we're wearing, while one of my coaches picks the pants. We got 3 different color schemes we can go with.
Okay.
And so, like I said, it's a combination. They don't let me do it anymore because evidently I used to pick some bad stuff out. I don't know. And I'm fine with that.
You got the same problem?
Yeah, and I'm fine with that now. Hey, one less thing I got to worry about. I trust these guys to make the fashion statement a whole lot better than me anyway. So.
Y'all good?
Yeah.
All right. So you look good to play good, right?
That's right.
Sure.
Look good to play good. Man, I can't wait to get out and watch some of you guys' games. Unfortunately, I've been busy on Friday nights down. I'm retired, and my wife put me back to work. So I'm a volleyball official. I'll be in your school next Tuesday doing volleyball games. And so some of those Friday nights, I have to go to the other Friday nights. So, but I am going to get out and get a chance to look at you guys, watch what you're doing. I'll contact the coach so I can get these jersey numbers so I'll know which guys. Probably won't take long when you start making all this happen, right? Scoring all these touchdowns, 75 yards. You in motion, they're doing your thing. Okay, yeah, I'm really excited about this football season, and I might as well go ahead. But this is what I did. I did block out all Monday night so I can host the show.
There you go.
So I have no volleyball games on Monday nights. So I can be here for you guys.
Awesome.
And as we move on, it's going to get better and better and better and better. And I want to appreciate you guys for being on this first show. I just want to throw all this out right now. And I'm excited about where this is going. I'm excited for you guys in your future, in your pursuit of whatever it is you want to do. Sounds like whatever you guys want to do, you're going to be able to do it. Starting with the leadership ability, really the teammate, all these good things out here. Yeah, I might come out of the top. All right, we're good. Time? Okay. All right. So let's skip to. So, Coach, you guys won't be on the show next week because we'll bring in Summer's head coach, Coach Hall, and we'll bring in Coach Santo from Timberview. But we have some of you guys back. You guys are going to put that up on the screen, right? Where they can show the weeks in which each coach from each school is going to come up and be a part of this show. Right? All right, so if you're looking at your screen, I know we're live. If you're looking at your screen, they should be posting the whole calendar of how many coaches will be back. So tell a friend, get some other people to come up, join the audience, eat some good food, enjoy some football. Football season, even though I was a basketball coach for 44 years, I really love football. I can't wait to watch it, and I enjoy high school football. I love college football. I watch it. If college football is on, I don't care who's playing. I'm watching. So I don't know how well everybody's doing, but I know more than the average person knows about it. Because I watch all the games. And sometimes, I don't know, I want to see those pros before they become pros. But if I get a chance to see them in high school, that's even more special. Even more special. So, see me at your game and I say hello. Please say hello back. Just remember who I am. We all doing something for each other. You got me. You got me. Definitely come. All right. Okay. All right. So, yeah, we're going to go to commercial. This time we're going to go to commercial break and we'll be back in 1 minute.
Oh, wow. Wow. So many memories here. I'm on to a new place now. This is really unbelievable. So when we opened up, we had our martial arts classes over here, and we had our kickboxing classes over here. But this is a great memory. So many memories made here. So many black belts. About 400 black belts during 1999 to 2022. I'm just now getting it, believe it or not. I've been in business for 41 years and with 2 karate schools, and I'm just now getting where I'm being able to get home a little earlier.
Welcome back to the show. We're going to get a little deeper into these young men, talk about some stuff about when did you start playing football, what got you interested in football. Give us a little bit of background.
My dad definitely got me interested in football. He always wanted me to play. And I started in 2nd grade.
That was your first?
My first real year of playing football was 2nd.
Okay.
And so I went to Danny Jones. And then my first year on varsity was my sophomore year. You know, I worked really hard in the off season. My freshman year, spring ball. And then got lucky enough to play on varsity, and I actually started for I was a sophomore. Got thrown to the fire. Yes, sir. And started 6 games. So, yeah, I made the most of it.
My story is a little bit different. You know, I was always active. I was always an active child. So I started tackle football at 4 in New Orleans.
4 years
4
old.
years old. Yes, sir.
I'm old school. I didn't start at 6.
Yeah, we had to sign the waiver, and so my mom, she was like one of the main pushes of me playing football because my dad worked offshore on the boat. So she was one of the main pushes for me playing football. I played my whole life, never put a ball down. Once I picked it up, it's just all go. My first year of varsity, I started all 10 games. First team all district, junior year, same thing. We're here senior year. We get back. We're going for all state there this year.
Okay. I'm pulling for you.
Where is it from? Austin.
Okay.
Since 6 or 7, I started playing. I remember the first year of football. I broke my arm. Yes, broke my arm. My mom was saying, no more. He's fine. I'm going to play. Came back the next year. All I do is shoot to this day. No more hitting. Like, yeah, I love the game. My first year of varsity, I got moved up. My sophomore year. Never saw the field. I had a dude named Paul Summers in front of me. He was a pretty good athlete. I always watched and learned from him. I always watched, learned a lot of good things from him. Even last year, I had a pretty good season. I think it's about this year. This year, put it all together.
It's funny how some of our cross paths. Because I broke my arm twice. And here's the sad part about me. When I was in elementary school, back in the days, elementary school teams played full pads. One team was on the back quarterback as a fourth grader to the sixth grade team. Fifth grade year, I expected to start. Breaking my wrist. I played one game that year, end of the season, and the lineman told me, don't worry about anything, we're not going to let you get it. So that's why I'm sure it's a little bit similar. But sixth grade year, I started fourth grade. I made the sixth grade team as a fourth grade. At that age, that's how to do it. Sixth grade and fourth grade. But I love football. And it's crazy because I was thinking about the show. I ran into a couple of guys that hadn't seen me since I was little. And they said, did you go to college to play football? Most people know I was a high school, all-state player, all that kind of stuff. And, I didn't play college football. But I was a pretty decent football, and I enjoyed it, so I can understand your passion. And all I can say to you is keep that passion, keep that hard work going, and they never, how's living? How's the living? Coach, did you play football at age 4?
No, not 4. Well, I did in the neighborhood, but not tackle football.
You
No, not that young.
Not that young.
No, 7th grade.
What about you, Coach?
I started when I was 8.
The weird thing about, I stayed broke up. I broke my arm twice. So I broke it again. But I broke it before I got to school because I was terrible. I was just doing everything. Then broke it going into my 5th grade season. And my son decided he wanted to be a football player. He hurt his neck. And as a 7th grader, he broke his collarbone. And his mother said, no more football. So I had to fight that out at home. Got back out there on the field. He had a pretty decent high school. It was a basketball household. She didn't want to play football anymore. Anyway. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this show up. Appreciate everybody coming out. Shout out. We're gonna have fun with this as we move forward. Coaches, I promise you, it's gonna get better and better because you're gonna be on the show multiple times and have different athletes. Guys, you are the first. There's another first group. You guys are the first to set the tone. Appreciate everybody being here. See you back here next Monday, 6:30, 7:30 at El Primo.
All right, everybody.